Your environment is more than just the physical space you occupy. It is the ecosystem that shapes your thoughts, habits, and ultimately your life. Every person you spend significant time with, every book you read, every place you frequent, and every influence you allow into your mind impacts the trajectory of your growth. Success is rarely an accident. It is a result of deliberately crafting an environment that supports your ambitions and eliminates what holds you back. Associations are equally powerful. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate you or drain you. If your circle tolerates mediocrity, excuses, and negativity, it will slowly erode your potential, often without you even realizing it. Conversely, when you choose to associate with ambitious, disciplined, and growth-oriented individuals, their energy, mindset, and habits become contagious. Your environment and your associations are mirrors that reflect who you are and who you are becoming. Many people underestimate the subtle ways their surroundings influence them. A cluttered workspace, a distracting social circle, or even a community that undervalues personal growth can subtly pull you off course. Change begins with awareness. Observe how your environment affects your focus, your energy, and your decisions. Once you understand these effects, you can make intentional adjustments that align with your goals rather than fight against your potential. Building a supportive environment requires sacrifice. You may need to distance yourself from people who are comfortable with stagnation, leave spaces that foster distraction, or replace old habits with routines that encourage growth. These choices can be uncomfortable, but growth rarely comes from comfort. Your environment should challenge you, push you toward excellence, and provide the structure necessary for consistent progress. Associations are a reflection of your standards. The higher your standards, the more selective you must be about who you allow into your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, hold you accountable, and challenge you to rise above your limitations. Negative influences may seem harmless at first, but over time they dilute your focus, diminish your energy, and weaken your momentum. To grow, you must elevate the company you keep. Your environment also includes the inputs you consume. Information, media, and ideas. The content you engage with shapes your mindset more than you realize. Constant exposure to negativity, fear, or trivial distractions can warp your perspective and lower your expectations of yourself. Conversely, intentionally consuming knowledge, inspiration, and growth-oriented content fuels your ambition, sharpens your skills, and broadens your understanding of what is possible. Change is not instantaneous, but it is cumulative. Every adjustment you make to your surroundings, every conscious choice about who you spend time with, and every deliberate effort to curate positive influences compounds over time. Momentum builds when your environment consistently reinforces your goals, creating a powerful feedback loop where your actions are supported by the spaces and people around you. Environment and associations are also about accountability. When you surround yourself with people who expect excellence and celebrate discipline, you are far more likely to maintain your standards. Conversely, being around individuals who accept mediocrity normalizes complacency, making it easier to settle for less than you are capable of achieving. Your success is tied not only to your actions, but to the collective influence of those around you. Physical space matters as much as people. Your workspace, home, and even daily commute can either empower or hinder your focus. Clean, organized, and intentional spaces reduce distractions and mental clutter, allowing your energy to be directed toward meaningful work. Your environment should serve you, not drain you, and it should be designed with your ambitions in mind. Ultimately, mastery over your environment and associations is mastery over your life. You cannot control everything, but you can control the inputs you allow, the people you surround yourself with, and the spaces you inhabit. By taking ownership of your environment and curating your associations, you build a foundation that supports growth, fuels momentum, and amplifies your potential, ensuring that every action you take moves you closer to the life you are capable of creating. True growth is never one-dimensional. To reach your highest potential, you must improve yourself holistically, addressing every aspect of your being: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial. Focusing solely on one area while neglecting others creates imbalance and limits your capacity to achieve greatness. Holistic self-improvement is about nurturing every part of yourself so that your progress is not fragmented, but integrated, powerful, and sustainable. Your mind is the foundation of all growth. Intellectual development, critical thinking, and continuous learning sharpen your ability to make wise decisions and recognize opportunities. A strong mind enables you to strategize, adapt, and overcome challenges that would derail those who neglect mental growth. Investing in your mind is not just about knowledge accumulation, it is about cultivating clarity, focus, and the capacity to think beyond the immediate, seeing the possibilities that others overlook. Physical well-being is equally essential. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life and execute your vision. Without energy, strength, and health, even the sharpest mind and clearest plan cannot reach its full potential. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, rest, and recovery are not optional. They are fundamental investments in your ability to perform consistently and pursue your goals with relentless intensity. Emotional mastery is a cornerstone of holistic improvement. The ability to regulate your emotions, respond rather than react, and maintain composure under pressure distinguishes those who thrive from those who falter. Emotional intelligence allows you to build meaningful relationships, communicate effectively, and navigate life's inevitable challenges with resilience. Ignoring emotional growth is like building a powerful engine without a functioning steering system. You may have energy, but you lack control. Spiritual growth, however you define it, is the anchor that provides purpose and direction. It is the understanding that your life is part of a greater whole and that your actions have meaning beyond immediate gratification. Cultivating gratitude, mindfulness, and integrity strengthens your inner compass and aligns your daily actions with your long-term vision. Spiritual strength fosters patience, perspective, and peace, which are critical for enduring the highs and lows of life. Financial literacy and independence are critical components of holistic self-improvement. Money is not the ultimate goal, but it is a tool that provides freedom, options, and security. Learning to manage, grow, and invest resources wisely ensures that your progress is sustainable and that you are never limited by circumstances. Financial mastery gives you the ability to support yourself, your vision, and the people and causes you care about without compromise. Holistic self-improvement requires integration, not compartmentalization. Growth in one area enhances and amplifies growth in others. A disciplined mind improves decision-making and finances. Physical strength fuels mental endurance. Emotional intelligence enhances relationships that support spiritual growth. Treating each aspect of yourself as interconnected ensures that progress in one area is reinforced and multiplied by progress in another, creating exponential improvement across your entire life. Consistency is the linchpin of holistic growth. One-off efforts, bursts of enthusiasm, or temporary focus are insufficient. True improvement demands daily commitment, deliberate practice, and persistent refinement of every facet of your being. The compound effect of consistent, balanced growth builds a person who is not only capable but unstoppable, equipped to handle challenges and seize opportunities with equal confidence. Self-awareness is essential for identifying which areas need attention and where your strengths lie. Holistic self-improvement is not about perfection. It is about conscious effort to enhance every dimension of your life. By regularly evaluating your progress, reflecting on your experiences, and adjusting your strategies, you create a dynamic process of growth that evolves with you and keeps you ahead of complacency. Ultimately, holistic self-improvement transforms the way you live, think, and act. It builds resilience, energy, clarity, and purpose, equipping you to face life's challenges with confidence and grace. By committing to growth in all areas, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial, you ensure that your life is balanced, empowered, and aligned with your highest potential, allowing you to pursue your goals with maximum efficiency, impact, and fulfillment. Life is not a straight path, and anyone who tells you otherwise is hiding the truth. Challenges, setbacks, and obstacles are inevitable, and how you respond to them determines whether you rise or remain stagnant. Resilience is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill you cultivate through experience, discipline, and mindset. It is the ability to withstand pressure, recover from failure, and continue moving forward when the world seems determined to hold you back. Every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise. When difficulties arise, most people see roadblocks. Resilient individuals see lessons, growth, and hidden possibilities. Each obstacle tests your commitment, sharpens your focus, and reveals the depth of your determination. By reframing challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, you begin to harness the power of adversity instead of allowing it to diminish your momentum. Resilience requires mental toughness. The mind is the battlefield where victories are won or lost. You will encounter criticism, doubt, and moments of self-loathing, and your ability to remain steadfast under pressure determines the trajectory of your life. Mental toughness is cultivated through repeated exposure to challenges, deliberate reflection on your reactions, and a refusal to let temporary discomfort dictate permanent outcomes. Emotional resilience is equally critical. Life will test your patience, provoke frustration, and expose you to disappointment. The ability to manage your emotions, maintain composure, and respond with clarity rather than reaction separates those who endure from those who crumble. Emotional resilience allows you to navigate high-pressure situations with calm confidence, maintaining focus on solutions rather than being consumed by the problem. Physical endurance often mirrors resilience. Challenges demand energy, stamina, and persistence. Maintaining your body through disciplined routines, nutrition, and rest equips you to face both physical and mental stress with strength. The more prepared your body is, the more capable you are of sustaining the effort needed to overcome prolonged difficulties, reinforcing the connection between physical resilience and overall capacity to handle life's trials. Resilience is built through action, not avoidance. Many people wish challenges away, deny their existence, or hope for an easy path. Those who succeed confront obstacles head on, embrace discomfort, and take responsibility for their circumstances. Every deliberate step forward, even in the face of fear or uncertainty, strengthens your resilience, proving to yourself that no external situation can overpower your will to progress. Failures are not permanent unless you allow them to be. Resilient individuals understand that setbacks are temporary and serve as feedback rather than final verdicts. By analyzing failures, extracting lessons, and adjusting strategies, you transform loss into leverage. The capacity to bounce back, armed with greater insight and renewed determination, is the hallmark of resilience in action. Support systems amplify resilience, but they do not replace it. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage, challenge, and hold you accountable provides strength, yet the core of resilience comes from within. The ability to persevere when alone, to maintain integrity when unsupported, and to remain committed to your path despite external pressure is what ensures consistent growth and achievement. Resilience is also about adaptability. Challenges rarely follow a predictable pattern, and rigid thinking can trap you in defeat. The resilient mind adjusts strategies, pivots when necessary, and maintains focus on the end goal rather than the temporary frustration. Flexibility and approach combined with steadfastness and purpose creates a balance that allows you to overcome obstacles efficiently and effectively. Ultimately, resilience transforms challenges from threats into catalysts for growth. Each trial you endure, each moment you persevere, and each setback you overcome strengthens your character, sharpens your vision, and builds a momentum that cannot be easily broken. By embracing resilience, you turn adversity into a tool for personal power, creating the ability to not only survive, but thrive in the face of any challenge that life presents. Waiting is the silent thief of progress. Too many people convince themselves that the perfect time, the ideal circumstance, or the right opportunity must arrive before they take action. They wait for signals from the world, approval from others, or a spark of motivation that may never come. Action over waiting is the understanding that progress is forged by doing, not hoping, and that the moment you start, no matter how imperfectly, is the moment momentum begins to build. Breeds clarity. Many people hesitate because they feel uncertain or lack complete information. The truth is that clarity comes from movement, not contemplation. Every step you take reveals new insights, exposes hidden obstacles, and highlights opportunities you could not see from a stationary position. Waiting for certainty is a trap. Action transforms ambiguity into knowledge and transforms plans into results. Momentum is created by consistency in action. One decisive step taken repeatedly compounds into progress that waiting alone cannot achieve. Every day you act, no matter how small the effort, strengthens your ability to respond, adapt, and advance. Action over waiting is not about recklessness. It is about understanding that motion, even imperfect, propels you forward while stagnation only allows time to pass without results. Fear often fuels waiting. Fear of failure, judgment, or the unknown convinces people that patience is safety. Yet in reality, inaction is far more dangerous than taking a calculated step forward. Each moment spent waiting is a lost opportunity, a chance for someone else to surpass you, and a delay in the growth you seek. Action dismantles fear because it forces you to engage with reality and discover your capacity to overcome. Action requires courage and commitment. It demands that you prioritize your goals over comfort and convenience, that you resist the temptation to postpone for a better time, and that you accept the uncertainty inherent in progress. Every time you choose to act rather than wait, you reinforce your confidence, strengthen your self-discipline, and demonstrate to yourself that your ambitions are worth immediate pursuit. Waiting often disguises itself as preparation. People convince themselves they are getting ready or planning more, when in reality, they are delaying responsibility. True preparation is not passive, it is active. Learning, strategizing, and experimenting are forms of action that move you closer to your goal. Every task you undertake, every skill you practice, and every experiment you attempt is progress, even if the outcome is not yet visible. Action compounds over time. A single step may seem inconsequential, but repeated actions generate momentum that accelerates growth exponentially. While those who wait debate possibilities and imagine ideal outcomes, those who act build results, refine their approach, and create tangible change. Progress is a series of small, consistent actions that eventually produce monumental outcomes. Action aligns intention with reality. You can have the clearest vision, the strongest motivation, and the best plan, but without action, your intentions remain abstract dreams. Execution transforms ideas into results, goals into achievements, and aspirations into tangible outcomes. Action is the bridge between what you imagine and what you manifest, and it is the only path that guarantees movement toward your vision. Resisting the urge to wait also trains your discipline. Every time you act instead of hesitating, you build resilience, decisiveness, and a proactive mindset. This habit of immediate engagement permeates every area of life, creating a pattern of success that compounds over time. Action becomes a reflex, not a choice, and the default response to challenges, opportunities, and responsibilities becomes movement rather than stagnation. Ultimately, action over waiting is a mindset that separates those who achieve from those who dream. Waiting guarantees nothing except lost time, while decisive, consistent action generates results, confidence, and momentum. Every action you take, no matter how small or imperfect, propels you closer to your goals, teaches you valuable lessons, and creates the energy necessary to sustain forward progress. The life you desire is built not on waiting for it to arrive, but on taking the steps that make it inevitable.